Bonjour, this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a pick a card reading. I don't know if I've ever done this before. I am totally like a multiple card reader, but we're gonna see if we can get you your message in one card. So go ahead and pick a number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4. Hold in mind your question or just ask for a general message, and we'll see if with one card we can help enlighten you. So if you chose number 1, I'm getting the guidance to pull from my angel deck. So I'm reaching in my pocket. We're pulling your card. Ooh, truth. So I'm getting this message like your path right now is really about uncovering the truth for yourself. I feel like along your path there have been many people you have encountered, of course. There have been many different things you've studied. Maybe you grew up in a certain religion or certain doctrine. Maybe in school you were taught certain things. Maybe society taught you certain things about yourself and who you are and what it means to be human. But I'm actually seeing this huge message that you need to find out what your truth is here on this planet. You need to commit to this life. You need to commit to this body. You need to commit to this earth. So the way I found my truth, to be honest with you guys, was to come out into nature, to observe the plants, to observe the animals, to see how in nature there truly is no competition. There's room and there's space for everything and for everyone to grow. Something else that's coming up for you guys is that in nature, everything has a season and everything has a cycle. Part of honoring and accepting your truth is realizing that you too have your own seasons and your own cycles in your life. So there's this message coming through about embracing whatever season it is that you're in and being honest with yourself. Truth is also being honest about yourself. If you're not happy, if you're not feeling content, if you're not feeling satisfied, if you're not feeling like you have a part here, truth is going to connect you with, who you are. And a lot of this has to do with boundaries. Boundaries when it comes to figuring out what makes you tick, figuring out what your talents and what your gifts are, figuring out why you like to do the things that you do and why you don't like certain things. And following the path of truth is also talking about your choices, making sure that if something isn't resonating with you, don't choose it anymore. I'm thinking that this truth is connecting you with things in your life that you might need to let go of, and it wants to move you to like a new space. So embracing truth is about being real with yourself, realizing that this fluctuates for many different people and that what might be true to you might not necessarily be true to other people around you. So it's about trusting your truth. This might have to do with something that's happened to you in the past. Maybe there's other people who disagree about what happened, but it's about you being like, you know what, I know what happened, I know the truth, I know like who I am, I know like the truth I found throughout this life. And it's about always looking for truth, always seeking, always searching, knowing that the truth will set you free. So I hope that this message resonates with you. If you choose number 2, let's pull your one card. This card is the generosity card. It's talking about balancing your flow of giving and receiving. What I'm feeling from you guys who chose this one is that you are definitely an empath. I think everybody who watches Rainbow Harmony is some type of empath. And you do have these gifts of wanting to give so much from your heart. But the question is, who's giving to you? Here comes the train. The question is, who's giving to you? It's about being open to receive and being in a receptive mode. So how can you be in the receptive mode? Being in the receptive mode is all about allowing the train to pass, allowing for movement in your life, allowing people to compliment you and saying thank you instead of like, oh, this old thing, oh no. Allowing blessings to come, like not blocking your blessings. When your blessings come, trying not to worry and be so afraid. Like for me, I had so many blessings come. Being here is one of them. I was so excited to come here, but then I got my blessing, and then I started immediately to project all this fear onto it. Like, what if this happens? Or what if I'm out there and this happens? And what if, we do that to ourselves. So they're saying when a blessing comes, recognize it and accept that like it's for you, and accept that like not everything has to turn out bad. And just because you've had those bad experiences in the past doesn't mean that your blessings and your manifestations are always going to turn out like some other way. So it's totally a message about being open to receive, allowing the blessings into your life. And it's also an omen that like something big you've been trying to manifest wants to make its way to you. So I hope that resonates. Now, if you chose number 3, I'm going to go back to my angel card deck and pull you your card. Gratitude. So we pulled the gratitude card. When I first learned about gratitude, it was really annoying because like, I don't know, there's like all those people in the spiritual community that are just like so obsessed with gratitude, and I was just like, oh my god. Like, people like post like, oh, gratitude and shit. I don't know, the word's just annoying to me. So maybe you like see this and you're like rolling your eyes and you're like, really? But seriously, you guys, this is the gateway to manifesting the crazy stuff that you really want, to going to the next level, to creating change in your life. You've got to look around and you've got to find things to be grateful for now. That's the only way I made it out of some of the dark places in my life, was just realizing, you know what? I'm thankful I have food on my table. I'm thankful I have a roof over my head. I'm thankful for the shoes, I'm thankful for the money that I spent to purchase, my Netflix subscription or whatever. Your life may be simple, your life may be complicated, your life may be challenging, everything could be falling apart, but they're wanting you to still focus on gratitude, to be authentic. And gratitude is a really great way to start your morning, especially when you're recovering from anxiety or PTSD. I've trained myself in the morning to wake up, and the first thing I do is just count my blessings. And even when I'm kind of in a pissy mood, like, don't force yourself to be grateful if you're really not feeling grateful. It's important to be able to be upset and to be honest about your situation and to like vent that. But starting to train yourself a little bit to look for the gratitude, to just be thankful for where you're at, and to recognize that your whole path is a blessing in disguise helps as well. And then end your day with gratitude. Before you go to bed, express your gratitude. Even keep a little gratitude journal. I tried an experiment once. I forget who it was. I like to watch Shri and Kira's Ascension like videos and predictions. That's like some deep stuff, you guys. But they had this program where like to create a shift in your life for like a whole week, you write things you're thankful for before you go to bed and like the lessons you learned in the day. And then like supposedly on the 7th day you're supposed to get some kind of blessing or shift. And it worked. It totally worked. Like it really worked. Just being a little bit more grateful. It does put out that energy to attract more things to you. And it's very, very annoying that this whole law of attraction thing is here, because as humans in the reptilian brain, we're constantly wanting to worry and to control and to predict things. And it's kind of, it's frustrating because like part of mastering your mind is learning how to like allow some of that, but also to bring it back to peace, bring it back to your balance, bring it back to your gratitude, and like the knowing that like you're safe here and that your path is secure. So a lot of this does have to do with your safety, your security, and your root chakra. So I would suggest root chakra meditations if you're trying to manifest, if you're trying to draw more abundance into your life. Gratitude really helps. So I hope that helps with you guys. So now we're on to message number 4, and I'm going to go ahead and choose a card from my Wildwood deck for you. Ooh, so we're getting creativity reversed. So what I'm seeing is that there have been delays for you. You know that you're on a creative path. You know that you're a creative person. But for some reason you really haven't been able to get those roots down. You haven't been able to make a decision on what exactly you want to do. I'm seeing a lot of possibilities for you. Like you might be the kind of person that's good at singing and dancing and writing and acting, and you might be good at crafting, and you might also be good at like, I don't know, modeling and then makeup, and I'm like randomly listing off a bunch of stuff I'm good at, but that was me on my path, super confused because I was ridiculously creative and I just was being spread so thin. And I'm seeing this message for you to try new things that you might not figure out what exactly you're supposed to be doing until you just choose a path and try something. They're saying that there have been creative projects in the past that you have abandoned, like in your youth, that you're needing to go back to. For instance, when I was little, I used to love painting, but I eventually gave it up because when I was older, like other people were taking painting classes, and like I just was like, oh, everyone's like way more better than me at painting, and like I shouldn't even try. But like we shouldn't be comparing ourselves to others. I think that's what's happening here. Like you compare yourself to others, you look out there and you see all these other talented artists, and you're just like, how am I ever going to break into this industry, or how am I ever going to like feel confident to put this side of myself out there? But they're saying it's not about that, and to remember that when it comes to being creative, being vulnerable is the best way to go. The thing that you're most afraid to do it, you know? The book you're the most afraid to write it, you know? Usually your deepest fear when it comes to creativity is like the thing you're supposed to be doing. So for me, I was really afraid of getting in front of the camera and of speaking my truth. I'm very passionate. You guys all know that. I have so much to say. I have so much I've learned on my path, so much to share, but I held myself off for many years from getting out here and doing this because I was afraid what people would think. I was afraid of my own passion, of my own power. So they're saying you have a lot of passion, you have a lot of power, not to be afraid of it, to take action. I really want to encourage everyone who's artistic here on Rainbow Harmony to create an Instagram or a blog or some kind of profile and to start putting your work out there and link me to it. I love it when you guys send me your artwork and when you DM me and ask me to follow your art page, and like I will, like I don't even care, like DM me. Sometimes I don't always read my DMs because I get a lot of them, but you know, I'll follow you back. I'll support your artwork, and you know, join some type of creative community. It's so important when you're an artist not to isolate yourself. And to connect with other artists who will help inspire you and lift you up. And who knows, maybe you can even find some jobs and some work through them and find some abundance through your artwork. Because money flows where your energy and passion goes. So if you're very energetic and passionate about artwork, it's possible that you can make a living doing it. I'm doing it. A lot of my friends are doing it. Just walk your path, be creative. Obviously get out into nature. If you're having writer's block or trouble getting inspiration, or you don't know what to paint, or you don't know what to draw, I mean, there's many different types of ways to be creative. I'm just choosing really basic examples here, but you know, go out to nature and you will receive your inspiration. I feel alive right now, you guys. I feel so lit out here. So come out here and join me and you know, get your inspiration and be creative again, because it's part of your path. And I think you had a creative block. So I promised I wouldn't pull another card, so I'm putting it back. That's all. I hope you guys enjoy this reading. Please check out my new website, promiseharmony.com, where you can book readings with me. Peace out.